get out your pitchforks and torches. Time for tonight's worst persons in the world. The bronze to Patrick Strickler, president of the Blue Waters Group. They do publicity and promotion work for the Redevelopment Commission of South Bend, Indiana. He has issued the full mea culpa. I feel terrible. It's a mistake we made, and we're guilty of it and responsible for it. We take full responsibility for the error. 4 people looked at it, eyeballed it, and didn't see the mistake. And those people all work for me. We take responsibility for it. We simply blew it. We did not see the missing L. What is Mr. Strickler talking about? This. 15 best things about our pit. Oh boy. Oh boy. The sign went up near the intersection of Ironwood and Indiana Route 23 on Thursday and was still there on Monday. And it implies that one of those 15 best things about South Bend schools is not spelling. The runner-up, Sharon Angle, the Republican Tea Party candidate for the Senate, Nevada. She's already offended just about every right-thinking American, but she had yet to lose expectant mothers or the families of autistic and similarly challenged children. A tape of Angle at a Tea Party rally last year has now turned up.
Take off the mandates for coverage in the state of Nevada and all over the United States. But here, you know what I'm talking about. You're paying for things that you don't even need. They just passed the latest one is everything that they want to throw at us now is covered under autism. So that's a mandate that you have to pay for. How about maternity leave? I'm not going to have any more babies, but I sure get to pay for it on my insurance.
Better check your insurance, madam. Health insurance doesn't pay for maternity leave. But on the macro level, this woman has revealed herself detail by detail and issue by issue to be utterly despicable. Speaking of which, our winner, again, Liz Cheney. You might remember her loud, showy, Cheney-esque, arrogant umbrage over a quote attributed to President Obama, which concluded, President Obama is reported to have said we can absorb a terrorist attack. This comment suggests an alarming fatalism on the part of President Obama and his administration. Once again, the president seems either unwilling or unable to do what it takes to keep this nation safe. The president owes the American people an explanation. Given the failure by her father and President Bush to keep this nation safe, we gave Ms. Cheney the Worst Person Award for the sheer unqualified audacity she expressed. Turns out I was being easy on her. Think Progress found an interesting item cached from the White House website during the Bush administration. Under the heading, Protect the American People, Critical Infrastructure, and Key Resources, the Bush-Cheney White House posted this 19-paragraph document describing its national strategy for homeland security. The relevant part reads, quote, we must collectively work to ensure the ability of power, communications, and other life-sustaining systems to survive an attack by terrorists. We must now focus on the resilience of the system as a whole, an approach that centers on investments that make the system better able to absorb the impact of an event without losing the capacity to function. So Liz Cheney attacked the president during what she has described as a time of war for using a term relating to terrorist attacks, absorb, that was also used during the presidential administration in which her own father was at least the second most influential figure. Thus, the explanation to the American people needs to come from her, and it must either be an apology to President Obama for her hypocrisy, or it must be a condemnation of her own father for being part of an administration that believed we could absorb a terrorist attack. Liz Cheney, today's worst person in the world.